The two candidates can now introduce themselves.
Hello everyone. My name is Kingslayer, and I'm running for the position of President of Mockrean. I am here to reveal to you what my focuses are and to answer any questions that you may have.
Clone Fate. Mango Party. Let's go.
First question is, what is your most important policy goal for Mockrean if you're elected?
My most important goal is to get more lore and events done in Mockrean. I feel that even though Mockrean is a very active state, that we don't do a lot of organized lore events or fun, cool things that we can do. I feel like doing this would create more activity and have stronger bonds between most Mockreans.
I do agree on what No King is saying a bit, because Mockrean has been a bit inactive at times. But
I don't think it's inactive. I think it's just we haven't done a lot of lore events.
I mean, even now, this is half of what we had last time. But anyways, I do think we should invest more time into grinding and making more money and actually having a good army.
I agree with that. I think that's also a good idea.
We'll move on to the next question then. How will each of you plan to increase active population if you're elected? And we'll start with Clonfe this time.
I think we should do more grinding events. I just idea, or we should do karaoke nights, you know? Sorry, I just read what Greek said. Anyways, yeah, do more theses, you know, planned out grinding sessions, actual grinding sessions, you know, where people could just come here, grind, play, you know, chat. I think that will increase their activity a lot. I also think that we should do more competitions. We could do archery competition, you know? Yeah.
Should I answer now?
That was a good contest, yeah.
I feel like I agree with Clonfe's multiple ideas of grinding sessions and competitions, but I also feel like what he added on about military was also a good idea. We should increase the amount of people we have in the military and increase the skill level. We should, I feel like also increasing different farm sizes, for example, wheat farms and stuff like that would be a good idea, along with more lore events like weddings, marriages, stuff like that would be also a very fun thing to do. Also developing the bazaar would be a good idea because we're already doing that, but it should also be increased more with more citizens having their own shop in there would be fun.
No, we're already doing that.
Yeah, but having other citizens in there would be fun and increase activity.
Yeah, trust. We're on that already. Don't worry.
And adding on to the whole farms and stuff, how will each of you improve the economy if you're elected? Clonfe can start again.
Well, as you may know, guys, I'm right now the richest Mockrean, so I know a lot about money. I'm just saying. And one way to make a lot of money is, of course, fishing. So that's why I'm planning group fishing events, you know, we can just hang out and chill, like what I said earlier. And then Bazaar. I think we should really start developing Bazaar as this it could be a very good way to make money. Yeah, that's quite bizarre. Yeah, we could start selling things, you know, start selling services.
JoJo reference?
No, I have not watched JoJo. Please shut the fuck up. Anyways, I'm gonna lose it, man. I'm gonna lose it.
I know we're not in Parliament. We use Parliament.
Yep, sorry, sir. Sorry.
I've run a couple of companies before, so I know that economy is very important to the Mockreans. I feel like that improving each citizen's ability to access the economy and increasing everyone else's wealth would also help. And from what Clonfe said, improving Bazaar market would be a good way to do that, but also having citizens to help in that market would be a good idea.
On to internal policy. How will each of the candidates prevent internal conflicts within Mockrean and ensure rule of law is maintained?
I feel like improving the police force is a good idea. The police are a good way to prevent crime. We should also think about hiring more police members and giving some more powers to the police to allow them to arrest people who we deem criminal and violent towards the Mockrean people and nation.
On to Clonfe.
I believe, No King, you're in the mafia that commits crimes. I'm just pointing it out, first of all. Second of all, I think the main problems of crime right now is drugs. I mean, just look at Lycor over here.
Drug is a very big problem with crime.
Yeah, Lycor was just going crazy earlier and breaking blocks like a madman.
That's why we should have policies for drug rehabilitation.
Yes, and I also believe that poverty is a big cause of crime because just look at, sorry to point this, but let's just say Fishy Melon. Fishy Melon, of course, quite poor.
I don't think he is that poor, but okay.
He's got 6.7k in his bank account.
Oof.
It's not quite good, yeah.
But
anyways, you know, he commits half the crimes as well.
I think
that's just a stat.
No, Clonfe, 90% of crimes are committed by diamonds. I feel like drugs are a big issue. But we should have government regulation on drugs.
I think we should enforce it more, you know? Not try to justify it, you know?
What do you think about the current situation in Ascador? Is Mockrean remaining in Ascador sustainable?
I feel that Mockrean is the most well-defended area of all of Ascador. So I feel like whether we stay with Ascador or not, we are well-defended. Staying in Ascador has its pros and cons, but leaving also does. So that just depends on whether the people want to stay or want to leave. If we want to stay, it gives us more power because we are the most active population within all of Ascador, and Saria will protect us because they want Exordium. And if we leave, we are the most active group of people within the region, but we don't have as much power internationally. That's my take on it.
This might... No, Kane, you probably don't know this, but Saria is actually collapsing just as we're speaking right now. I won't go into details.
Yeah,
but, yes, Saria's a bit fucked right now. Yeah.
So if we stay or if we leave, it doesn't really matter.
Mockrean
is well defended and it will stay well defended as long as we have the Mockreans helping us. As long as we have
that's why we need to improve our army.
Exactly.
Improve our war set.
We need more gear and stuff. EXP stuff. We gotta improve. If we improve Bazaar, it will be helpful to the economy and it will help us get more sets.
Can I talk, please? Right now, kind of hard to tell, right? A lot of people do think we should leave Ascador, but yeah, some believe that we should stay. Quite a complicated topic, of course. But I also think that Ascador, we know them a lot. We know we're like really friends with Chorus. I think for now we should stay and just see what happens.
All right.
Tornado in Mockrean.
I do agree with Pigeon on that one. That was a good one. Fuck you, Pigeon.
What are your opinions on the system of government in Mockrean? And do you have any changes you'd like to make if elected?
I think it's very well made, the constitution. I don't think I will make any changes really. Maybe a harsher ban on drugs.
I agree with Clumfay on except for the fact of the drugs. I think that the drugs should be regulated by the government. I think that the government should have control over all alcohol and drug-related things. I feel like the government controlling that would be a better option than letting the people make their own drugs.
No, I mean like harsher bans on like people who make drugs illegally. You know, like Diamond 8-1.
The
Yeah,
government should be the only ones allowed to make alcohol.
yeah. I had an idea, which is basically can I speak? Yeah, idea was like a free port area where everyone like governments could just sell drugs to like Frostport, you know.
Yeah,
So
that
we
sounds like
could-
a good idea. Why would we do that?
um,
If that was
No.
introduced, I'd suggest
Maybe bizarre. Maybe bizarre.
bizarre because
Shut up! Shut up! I'm sorry, guys.
Do you think depigeonization should be brought back?
I know that was a policy introduced by my predecessors at the LVP, but I think that instead of trying to depigeonize, we should try and integrate them into mainline society. Instead of removing pigeon culture, we should educate them in the ways of how to become more Mockrean, like we do with other nations. And by making them more Mockrean, we can help them escape a life of being ridiculed and persecuted by other people.
And that was very well said. I think a united Mockria has always been better than divided Mockria. And when we were united against Natural Law, it was just beautiful, you know. It was
Beautiful,
truly.
yeah,
And
I've seen.
Algeria, I think pigeons
Algeria
aren't
Mockria.
inherently bad. It's just that some pigeons make them look bad. Well, there's only really one in particular I can really think of off the top of my head. But yeah, the other pigeons, you know, like Greek pigeon.
Yeah, Greek. I have
helium.
him as my VP. He's a good pigeon.
Yeah.
Pigeons aren't
Yeah.
necessarily bad. It's just that some
Mhm.
pigeons make them look very bad.
Yeah, we should spend more money educating people, and we also need to educate like the people that still think pigeons are bad. You know, I'm not saying anyone particular.
Like, or please stop shooting.
What are your plans on infrastructure?
New Mockria right now, know a lot of builders are currently developing it a lot. If I'm gonna be elected as president, I think I'm gonna do a lot of work for New Mockria. I'm gonna start developing it more, build more buildings, and yeah, and also we gotta like start inviting people. Yeah, we gotta start developing more towns, adding more people, such as Fostergrad, like towns that are actually developed. And I'll put in like funds for towns that need money, such as Corvantis. You know, they might need materials. I'll offer them some payment for materials and development.
I feel like my idea would be similar to Clone Face. We need to get more builders and more people out recruiting people. Building in New Mockria should be a good idea. The library isn't fully finished, so we need to get that done. We need to put more people on that. Find books across the world to put into that library. We need to finish the parliament because every single day it keeps getting blown up by terrorists, and we need more money we need more people in underdeveloped towns, not New Mockria. New Mockria has enough people. We need to get more people into places like Vostograd, Helia, towns that are developed but are underpopulated. And we need to get builders to build up New Mockria, which is populated but underdeveloped.
Can I add on to that? I think New Mockria is very important, and we should focus a lot more work on it because first of all, it's our capital. It's Askador's capital, guys.
Exactly.
Right now, it's a shithole. Well, it's always been a shithole, but we could do a better job improving it right now.
Yes.
And Fostergrad, yes, we do need more people. But Fostergrad has, I think, well, you just gotta start adding more people, man. You just gotta start inviting more people. But to be fair, Helia is not finished yet, but
Yeah.
I
Let's
believe
more
Helia.
finished than
will
New
do-
Mockria.
What historical Mockrean politician or royal figure do you most look up to and why? And we'll start with Kingslayer on this one.
Me.
I think I most look up to Letcor. Letcor was a good politician. I find that he has some faults, like he thinks all pigeons are bad. Not all pigeons are bad, but I find that he helped the government a lot. I look up to was the original Kingslayer. The one we have some photos of him
Fucking hell.
fighting from the Vostograd Wars. He fought for the government and to prevent the insurrectionist Vostograds from separating from Mockria as a whole. He is the first of the Kingslayers, and even though I'm not related to him, I am related to him in heart. I think he was great.
I'm gonna touch your heart, bro. I got two, man, but I'll start off with one. Definitely Nicholas Ashford. I mean, what he's done for this country is just amazing. Like, you know, the Parliament raid. He was a great guy. Great guy. I would love to meet him. May he rest in peace. Helium, I think he's been very fantastic. It was actually the reason why I wanted to run for president, you know. I saw what he did, I was inspired, and rest is history.
All right, and with that, I think we conclude our presentation today.
Yeah, let's
Thank you,
go.
everyone. Yay.
Right.
Fuck you,
Thanks, guys.
Pigeon.